Hello everybody. It is I, Shaco the Shrimp. This time, for the first time in ever really, coming at you live from YouTube for a viewing experience, or rather a watch-along experience with some of my friends, where we'll begin a series of movie nights with them as a means of introducing them and the rest of YouTube, and pretty much anybody else who's interested, to one of my favorite genres of movies from Japan, Tokusatsu. Now, to anybody who doesn't know what Tokusatsu is basically, for, direct translation, the art of Japanese sci-fi, or Japanese, like, special effects, I should say. Like, think movies like Godzilla, like that. That's probably like the most famous line of tokusatsu that the West knows. Oh right. But before we start, though, of course, introductions are in order. If you guys don't know who I am Shaco the Shrimp, the or one of the only VTubers that I know of that is a superhero, a masked hero from the city beyond the sea. By, well, really any time of the day. But by night, I am a VTuber, or PNG tuber as I am right now. Here to show you some interesting stuff on my end. Other stuff that I like to do is, video game, but that's on Kick. But on YouTube, we will be doing mostly miscellaneous things. Things like discussions about, like, Japanese products, Japanese movies, anime, watch-alongs like this one. We'll be doing also stuff like viewer, what's it called? Viewer polls, some other stuff for our viewers, for our subscribers that we're gonna be getting in for, as well as a what's it called? The oh, there we go. Watch-along lists. The creation of top 10s, that kind of stuff, along with some of my friends who I'll bring along so they can share their own knowledge about some of this information. I have been watching and have been engrossed in Japanese media since I was very little. And it is I feel like my duty to inform others about some really awesome stuff that comes in from Japan. Not just anime, but also like movies, TV shows, things that may be taken in from the US, like for example, superheroes, comics, inspiration that derive from either or, and how eventually both of the sides of both West and East eventually come together to make a really nice whole. That's essentially the primary reason as to why I became a VTuber here. Or at least I'm choosing to become a VTuber in YouTube now. Man, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been like almost like a month. No, yeah, it actually has been almost a month and a half since I debuted back on Kick. Isn't that crazy? Well, for what it is, I do want to say that I really like the idea of giving forward to a community that will eventually get back to me in a way, both in terms of like your attention as well as your own experiences of how you guys have experienced Japanese media, both in terms of like live action, animation, and other such things. I remember hearing a while back that given how long-standing Japanese media is in America now compared to what it used to be back when I was growing up in the United States, it's changed a lot from where it used to be, and it's very odd in the way that it did, because back then it was commercialized and filtered through the Western idea of like channel broadcasting, and that is a totally different purview from what uh, Japanese broadcasting companies are like. It's very different. There's laws are much different. You can get away with a lot less stuff over in the US than you can with Japan. There's a lot crazier things that happen in the US as well in terms of what you can show on video and you can show on media, and ultimately how that stuff essentially gets filtered back to us. For a person that's growing up in America back then, at most you had access to 3 or 4 animes, like maybe within like the span of a year, maybe. And now kids are growing up with like at least 2 or 3 animes per like season now. That's like 12 animes per year for a kid. That's crazy to me. I don't think I've ever I don't think I've ever thought of myself that I could have that much media in one place, especially stuff that adheres to things that I really like, or these things that I really appreciate. In this case, being from Japan. Now, I also want to say that in terms of other Japanese media, beyond just anime, we're also looking at stuff like live action stuff. Live action, this point being Tokusatsu works, because I don't think J dramas ever took off in the U.S. I think the only J drama I ever saw in like the U.S. or like in a streaming network in the U.S. was the GTO live action back in the early 2000s, and then nothing else. I think that was the only one I remember seeing back then. And honestly, it's kind of crazy to think that there's something like, oh, Batsu, is that you? Your microphone's turned off if you're talking, by the way.
Hey, how's it going? Are you live right now?
Yes, I am. It's 6:30.
I can't see you.
You can't see me?
Like,
Can you
hold
see
on
the
a
stream?
second. Are you live on? I can't see your stream.
It's on YouTube, my friend.
Oh shit! Hold on. I'm sorry. Oh fuck me! I clicked the wrong link.
It's our debut, my friend.
Oh yeah. Hold on. All right. Give me
What
one
link were
second,
you referring to? We're both on a beach right now.
Oh.
Anyways, this is my friend Batsu. He is a hero also from the city beyond the sea. He is another one of my hero friends that I was speaking about earlier. He's the well, not so silent type. He's very opinionated about his Japanese media too, just like me.
I have opinions, and everyone needs to know them.
Yes. Just so we can make you aware of this, by the way, I believe Joshi is going to be coming in the next 10 or so minutes. I think he's finishing up lunch back from Hero Duty, so just letting you know that he'll be here in a little bit.
Sure. Okay. That gives me time to take the laundry out of the dryer. I'll be right back.
All right, I'll let you go for that. Anyways, so that we could let you go on this as well. Sorry about that, by the way. I'm actually waiting for some of my friends right now. They're a little bit busy getting back from hero duties right now. At the moment, we're gonna start up in the next 15 or so minutes for Ultraman. I just wanted to go on that little rant, on that little ramble earlier, because I wanted to introduce to us the concept of what we're gonna be seeing tonight. Specifically, this being Tokusatsu. My friends, they are big anime fans. They are live action Japanese fans as well. They love J-horror. At least I know that Batsu loves J-horror. I know that Joshi, he likes what's it called? He likes his J-dramas, or at least he's seen a couple of them. He's also a big fan of Sentai, specifically Power Rangers, for the US, I guess you could call it. But his main thing is that he's more of a fan of Godzilla. We are all big fans of Godzilla here. But I want to introduce them more to more Tokusatsu work, specifically the ones that got me interested in Japanese media, or rather Japanese live action. And what better way to do it than through arguably the three best recent Japanese Tokusatsu that we can think of right now. One of them being, of course, Shin Ultraman, which is we're going to watch tonight. And the other one, which we may watch at a later point, which is Shin Kamen Rider. Made by, of course, directed and produced by the, Hideaki Anno, who, if you know Hideaki Anno, he is the creator of Neon Genesis Evangelion, as well as the Evangelion movies, which are also derived from his own experience on there. If anybody knows Hideaki Anno, by the way, if anybody knows some history about the guy, he is arguably one of the biggest Ultraman fans ever. He especially loves the series Ultra 7, which is the sequel to Ultraman. And more than anything else, he has essentially created the image of Evangelion around the imagery of Ultraman. The idea of a giant hero coming to save humanity from an unknown enemy that is essentially assailing them from beyond the stars, either aliens or mutants or creatures that just defy all logic, that kind of thing. The whole idea behind having a giant hero, the whole idea behind having children involved in your show, the whole idea behind having a like secret government organization that is leading them, that is also helping the hero on the side, that kind of thing is all derived from Ultraman. If you've ever experienced a show like Evangelion, you'll know that Ultraman is essentially on that same spectrum, at least in the same spectrum as that. Oh, there he is. Joshi, is that you? Your mic's turned off if you don't have it yet. Batsu is currently doing laundry. He's gonna come back in a second. I'm gonna wait until you can get your mic. Either way, I'm gonna continue my rambling. In regards to Ultraman, though, Ultraman is, as far as I know, the first like Japanese giant hero, or at least you could call it giant hero in terms of like Tokusatsu style heroes. There are, I believe, following Ultraman, there are 4 consecutive series that derived from his original source, but the main gist of it is as follows. Giant monsters attack Japan, and a attack team or government organization that is usually aligned with the military is there to try to stop the giant monsters. They managed to get away. They managed to stop some of them, but they get to the point that the monsters are so powerful that they can't do anything about them anymore. So at some point, they are met with a massive giant known as Ultraman, who is essentially on the human side. And his whole thing is that he is a superhero. He's a superhero for humanity, who essentially aligns himself with humanity as a means of both saving their world, but also doing, I guess in a way, conserving a duty for them, I guess you could call it. Like, he's trying to also make sure that his, that the person that he joins up with, because Ultraman, as a hero, has 2 forms. One of which is the giant, silver man Ultraman, and the other one is the human host who he inhabits. That is primarily the gist for Ultraman. He is a giant hero who saves Japan alongside a military attack team, and he has a human host whom he transforms in and out of. And from then on, kaiju fights, giant monster fights, alien fights, crazy government conspiracies take place, and a whole bunch of other things that eventually derive into a 34 or 36 episode long series for the original run, and several, what is it, like the 12th series we're on now? No, the 13th series we're on now, because Omega came out like literally this month. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of Ultraman. I'm gonna try to get my friends to get into it as well, along with me, because I want to get my friends into the things that I like to. No mic today? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, then you're with us in spirit then. I'll read off Joshi's chats then, so that you guys will know what he's saying. In that case, let me ask you something, Joshi. What are your thoughts on... Have you ever heard of Ultraman before? Before me rambling on about it just a few seconds ago. You've heard of it, but never saw it. Okay, fair enough. To be honest, I feel like a lot of people are kind of in that same ballpark where if you've seen something from Japanese media or have like seen like a Tokusatsu project and it involves like giant superheroes, it probably is derived from Ultraman. Ultraman is a giant inspiration for a lot of things, both in and out of Japan. If you've ever seen the series Ben 10, there is an alien that the titular character from Ben 10 turns into, called Way Big, who is literally just Ultraman, but with like a big old dorsal plate on his face. And his whole thing is that he even does like the Ultraman like the spacium beam, like he does a little cross for his arms. Same thing. I'll pull it up in a moment so you guys can see it, by the way. Besides Ultraman, Joshi, any other Tokusatsu works that you've seen? Reminder that Tokusatsu is like any Japanese live action thing that is basically heavily reliant on special effects. Think things like Sentai, Kamen Rider, that kind of stuff. And of course Godzilla, because we've all seen Godzilla. Oh, he's typing still? Okay. I'm gonna pull up that image of Way Big so you guys can see what I mean now, by the way. Ultraman. Godzilla and 1 or 2 Sentai episodes. Okay, fair enough. To be honest, I feel like Godzilla, with the exception of maybe Power Rangers, is like the most Western involved tokusatsu thing that Japan has on us, or has on the US, I guess. As far as things go, I will say that Godzilla and Power Rangers or Super Sentai to that degree, Mecha Godzilla wants to be. Oh yeah. I guess I can understand that too. Mm-hmm. Mecha. I would say okay. I would say Transformers almost is that, but the problem is that it has to be live action. That's the one thing. Godzilla. Okay, fair enough. Godzilla will always be like the main thing that everybody gets involved with tokusatsu. If you know at least Godzilla, you're already in the same place. You're already in the right place here. Let's see here. Where is it? Here it is. If I can pull them up. Hold on a minute. Oh, no I can't. Hold on a second. I'm gonna try to see if I could like get a mini browser window on here so you can see what I mean now. Alright. So if you can... Oh, no. Hold on a minute. It's still not up there. Hold on a second. Image. Where did I put it? Here we go. If you can see that... If you can see that, that's way big. From Ben 10. That guy is directly inspired by Ultraman. Down to like the color scheme, down to like the poses, down to like the the damn like space laser that he shoots out from his palms like that. Is it visible on stream? Oh, hold on, man. Is it not visible on stream? Hold on a second. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, there we go. Now it's visible on stream. Yeah, if you can see that, that's directly that's a direct I don't even know. Would it be an homage at this point? Or would it be like an inspiration? I'm not sure, but either way, it's basically that. Giant superhero comes from the stars to save humanity, and also has a giant space laser that he shoots off from his hands using a specific pose like that. Fun fact about that pose, by the way, Eiji Tsuburaya, the creator of Ultraman, he's actually the yeah, it is, I know, right? He's actually from what I understand, he actually has a Catholic background, and part of the reason as to why he employs crosses a lot in Ultraman is specifically both like the beam and the and like the crucifixions and something that happens in Ultra 7. Oh boy, there's a lot of crucifixions in Ultraman, just an FYI. There is a lot of that he wants to input into his works, and I think a lot of it is very just visually styled to look like that, and everything else is either like he wanted to just give it as like direct Christian imagery to it, because like the crucifixion, of course, in Ultra 7, I'll show you that is as well in a moment, is directly like a direct visual homage of what to Christianity that he wants to pull out on his works as well. Let's see here. 7. There we go. If I can get it, this image here. Trying to pull up ancient images from off the internet. Let's see here. And there we go. You can see that. Eiji Tsuburaya likes his imagery, and by the way, in terms of in terms of like funny visual imagery as well. If you guys have ever wondered why why there's like a bunch of cross and Christian like imagery in Evangelion as well, because Hideaki Anno's a giant Ultraman fan, he wanted to specifically emulate Ultra 7 because that's a series he grew up with when he started watching Ultraman. It's actually, I would say it's actually kind of funny in the way that he does it, because so many people read into Evangelion as being to like this crazy, super deep, Christian, Judeo-Christian themes. But well, it does have that. A lot of the reason as to why those themes exist in there is because Hideaki Anno is a giant simp for Ultraman, and he wanted to just like directly homage a lot of the cross and Christian Catholic imagery in it because of that. I just think it's really funny. All right, Butsu, are you back from laundry? Let me know, please. I'm gonna send him a quick DMs here so he can just confirm. No bit. All right. Let's see what else. What else? Oh yeah. Let's see here. Okay. So Joshi, again, another question for you. In regards to other stuff from Japan, I know anime, of course, but like, have you ever seen any other live action Japanese things? In terms of like movies or TV shows and stuff like that. I know you said Super Sentai a little bit, but like, in terms of like long-standing tokusatsu works like this, or anything from like, let's say, J drama or like J horror. I know you're not a big fan of horror, but I'm just asking just for the sake of relativity. Hmm. Let's see here. Oh, I also got to get rid of the. No, I'll just keep it on there. I'm gonna use that like little link for like any other images I want to show on here. So the JoJo live action. Oh, is the JoJo live action good? That's the part 4 live action, right? I never saw it myself. I kept seeing stills of it, and I thought the CGI was all right. It was meh. Oh damn. Wait, aren't there like 3 of those films? Do you see all 3 of them, or just the one? Just one? Oh man. Oh, that mid, huh? Okay, never mind. I'm not probably not gonna watch that then. Man, that's kind of sad though. I feel like anime movies should have a bit more going for them. I feel so far like the only live action anime movies that I have seen that have been genuinely good have been the Rurouni Kenshin live actions, and funnily enough the I guess the One Piece live action on Netflix. I guess, but that's more like Western adaptation. I don't know. Does that still count? Because it's not from Japan. It's from like a Western service. I don't know if I want to count that one. That's screw it. I'll count it anyways. I thought the live action One Piece was pretty good. Let's see what other live action animations things have gone through. Let's see here. What is it? Golden Kamui's live action is really good. I think that one's actually genuinely a good live action. I hope that the next sequel movie for it is just as good. Let me think. What else? What else? What else? I know a lot of people like Speed Racer. I also am in the same camp of the Speed Racer live action in the US. I thought that was fine. I don't think it's the greatest thing ever, but I think it's fine. Let's see what other live action anime things have gotten that were good though. I'm gonna look up a couple of these because I'm trying to forget. Oh wait, Kaiji's live action is really good. If you guys have never seen Kaiji, it's basically Squid Game before Squid Game was ever a thing. Oh man. Let's see here. Other things. The I Am a Hero live action is also pretty good. A lot of people like the Yu Yu Hakusho live action. I'm not sure if I'm in the same ballpark as them, but I think that the movies was okay, I guess. What else? I've seen a couple of. I thought the prison school, not prison school. What the hell is that one? The one where no, Orin High School's Orin High School has like a live action, I believe, but I've never seen it. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Cromartie High School's live action is friggin' hysterical. If you guys ever get a chance to watch that one, holy crap, Cromartie High School's live action is so weird, but it's so funny. Perfectly in line with the original show, by for sure. Let's see. Alita's live action is okay. I I actually kind of like it a bit more now that I think about it. Oh, Gintama's live action is also really good. Oh, Batu, you back?
Yes.
Okay, I was rambling about anime.
I heard you were. Yeah, we saw Alita. It was. I give it a solid 7.58 out of 10. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I enjoyed it while it was. I enjoyed it while I was watching it, and I enjoyed it after when I had time to think. I still So it passes it passes like the amusement ride because like
The Batsu fun ride fun score.
nah, it's like Scorsese said that he doesn't consider Marvel films to be like cinema because they're just like roller coaster rides.
Ah,
It's just something it's like something you enjoy in the moment and then forget about like
Okay.
shortly after, right?
Fair enough.
But no, I mean, but that's Scorsese being Scorsese, so
Wasn't there like an interview when Scorsese literally told the producer to go fuck himself on set? When they told him he was gonna re-edit the movie or whatever, and he told him, "Why the who fucking cares? I'm gonna do the movie my way or whatever."
yeah, Scorsese tends to nah. He's one of those old school auteur directors.
Or is that Coppola that did that? I'm trying to remember who it was.
Might be Coppola, but Coppola is a little cooked right now because his latest film, I think he lost all. That was mostly funded by him because it was a passion project. I think he lost he lost a lot of money on that one.
That's sad.
Well, he owns a wine business and it does pretty well, so I hope it's enough to recoup his losses.
Well, here's hoping for that.
It
Well,
was what?
sorry, I keep interrupting you, man.
That's fine. I was just saying the wine is okay. Aggressive. I'll put it this way: Coppola's wine, like the top shelf stuff is good, but the rest is aggressively average.
Damn. Well, you heard it here, folks. Do not. He's not adherent of Coppola's wine. That's for sure.
Just like some of his films.
don't let the film buffs hear you say that.
No. I'm because the thing with Coppola is that his films are either really good or they're just kind of meh. There's no in between. I don't think Coppola has because like you've got like Godfather, Apocalypse Now, but then I think he did. I want to say he did. Who did Cloud Atlas? Was that?
Let me look that up. Cloud Atlas.
No,
Director.
that was the Wachowskis.
Oh, the Wachowskis did Cloud Atlas.
Okay, hold on.
That is so funny considering they would do like Avengers like the very next within 2 years after that.
Yeah, no. No, because because the thing is, again, it's either really good or really mid. The first two Godfathers, fantastic, and Godfather 3 was just really mid.
To be fair though, he kind of got screwed out with Godfather 3 because like I heard it was like a production hell issue with that movie.
Yeah, no, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
You'd think that people would bend over backwards for the guy who made The Godfather, or Apocalypse Now, but I don't know.
It is what it is. Anyways,
Yeah.
speaking of movies though, Batsu, in terms of tokusatsu works, I was asking Yoshi a little bit earlier in regards to his own knowledge about it, but in terms of tokusatsu, how familiar are you with the film genre tokusatsu?
I would say that I watched a lot of them. I watched a lot of it. This is like Toku films being like Power Rangers, special effects, that kind of genre, right?
Very much. It's directly translated, it means a special effect film or a special or visual effects film, basically.
Oh yeah, no. In that case, I watched a lot of like the TV shows, like Power Rangers, Kamen Rider. I was more of a Power Rangers guy than a Kamen Rider guy, mostly because the cable network only really had Power Rangers and nothing else.
Fair enough.
I think briefly for a time, Ultraman aired on Jetix
It
or
was 4Kids. 4Kids got Ultraman Tiga, hilariously enough.
that is funny.
Isn't that crazy? I
That
remember
is
that because I was like, it was like early 2001 when they got Ultraman Tiga, and they actually redubbed it in this, in 4Kids style.
Oh, see,
Even give it its own theme song and everything.
that's funny. No, but yeah, that's interesting.
Okay, uh, hold on a minute. I'm trying to make sure the stream's alive still. Something really crazy just happened. Okay. Both of you, speak please.
Hello.
Hello? I can kind of hear you. Your voice is kind of cut out, though. Hold on a minute.
No, that's me. I just need to.
There you go. Perfect. Okay. Um, I'm so sorry about that. Okay. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what happened. My computer literally exploded. Yeah, I really don't know what happened. Like, this thing will, like, stream, like, high-intensity games, like, at an incredibly powerful pace, and then, like, the room will get, like, an oven in here, yet it's super cold right now, and for whatever reason, it decided to just die. I don't know what the deal is. I really don't. Well, whatever. We're gonna start up anyways. Hello, Yoshi. I'm back. But Batsu, are you? Oh, he muted and he deafed himself. Okay. Jeez, that is most unfortunate. Hold on a second. Please tell me that my recording actually went through for that.
I accidentally hit the deafen button.
That's okay. I think my recording may have died too, so we may have lost over 35 minutes of footage.
That's okay.
It's not okay, but it's okay. Anyways, back to what we were discussing regarding Tokusatsu. You've seen Shin Godzilla, right?
Yeah, no, multiple times, yes.
Right. So you are familiar to how Hideaki Anno likes to direct his movies, right?
I watch. Yes, I watched. I still actually. I've watched Evangelion. I've watched all the rebuild films except the last one, but I got spoiled on how the last one ends.
Fair
so, I just remember that a lot of. Can we say slurs on the stream?
Actually, let's not say slurs on the stream. We're not Pippa's channel.
Okay, I'm just saying Oscar Fs. You know, right?
Okay.
A lot of Oscar, like a lot. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know who you're referring to.
A lot of Oscar fans said that they were gonna commit Unalive. Because no, it was just funny how people were mauling because their waifu, like, they've been fighting over this for over 25 years. It's like, I get red versus blue, and like, you got the Kudere versus the Tsundere.
Mm-hmm.
Kudere is superior, by the way. But no,
yes.
it's just fun. Nah, I mean, but again, I kind of understand what Anno was saying when he said that he didn't really know what he wanted to do with Rei after episode 6 because he felt that her character arc kind of finished already.
So he kills her off afterwards. Spoilers, by the way, for Evangelion if you haven't seen it.
It's your idiot. If you have not seen Evangelion, that show has been out over 20. When did Evangelion first? I want to say 96?
30 years actually. No. Evangelion's been out since '99, so it was 26 years now. I want to say
the original run was in 95.
95.
This thing's 30 years old.
30 years. Yep, it's been 30 years since Evangelion. If you're saying things, I can't hear you.
No, I'm just saying it's been 30 years since Evangelion dropped. Evangelion has a driver's license. It can drink. It can smoke, and it probably has a retirement fund and 2 kids.
Yep.
Your fault for not watching it.
Yep. Very much so. Just an FYI to anybody watching this stream, we are all old men here. We have been around since the 90s. We've been around the block for anime, and live action and Japanese media. So we speak in terms of like relative experience here, at least in terms of
I'll,
that.
no, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. So we
Okay,
can.
okay, go
No,
quick.
I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
All right. Anyways, while he's away, I'm actually going to drop a link in the chat. Um, we're actually here. We've gone on a long rambling road here. My stream dropped for no reason, and I just wanted to let everybody know that we are going to watch Shin Ultraman here. It is the, I believe, second movie in the Hideaki Anno Shin trilogy. With the first one being Shin Godzilla and the third one being Shin Kamen Rider. And in that way, we're going to be watching it on YouTube because the movie itself is free on YouTube. I'm going to drop a link in the chat, so if you guys want to watch the movie along with us, you guys know where to look now. If you guys own the movie as well, I am very jealous of you because I don't own that movie. I own Shin Kamen Rider, I own Shin Godzilla. For whatever reason, I can't find, like, in the wild copies of Shin Ultraman. I don't like ordering movies from online. So if I ever see a live action Japanese anything, I'll usually buy it if it's in front of me. But if you guys can see that link, I'm going to just pin that message so that you all can see it as well. You guys can watch Shin Ultraman along with us so that you can also be in the know for some Tokusatsu goodness for tonight. And these guys over here are going to actually be joining me for that movie watch along as soon as they get on the link themselves. Man, it's almost been like 30 minutes since we began the stream. It's almost been like 40 minutes since we began the stream. I think I lost a lot of footage because my stream itself just went down, but it is what it is. I'll deal with it. I knock on wood, of course. I hope that nothing else stupid happens to stream and we have to drop like that, because that would make me very sad. Because this is a debut stream, and technically it's my debut for YouTube. I've already debuted on Kick. I want to make sure that anything else from here on in goes without scuff, and unfortunately it is going with scuff. But hey, what can you do? Let's see here. Oh, just to make sure that we're ready. Yoshi, you got the link, right? If you got the link, by the way, Yoshi, just head on to it and just go to the 00 tab so we can all be ready to just do it when the countdown's going. I'm gonna as soon as Batsu comes back, I'm gonna harass him about that too. Hi there. Actually, I went to a donut shop earlier. Got me a nice little latte, ready for the movie to start going. Because I wanted to have a nice little viewing experience. I hope everybody's situated here for it. I hope you all got your stuff, got your drinks, got your popcorn buckets, whatever else you guys usually do for your movies. Let's see here. Oh yeah, what other things have been going on with Tokusatsu? Oh yeah, Godzilla is getting a whole line of movies in a few, I believe, like for the next 6 or so years, because Toho, Legendary Pictures, and a bunch of other studios have actually signed off contracts for like the next 4 or so years for a whole line of live action stuff. I think I can pull it up. It was at Comic Con that they revealed it. Let me see if I can find the picture here. 2025. Come on, where is it? I just had this up a couple of days ago. Let's see here. If I find it, I'll show it to you guys. But it's basically like a 6-year planning period for upcoming Godzilla projects from Toho, and one of them is going to be a sequel to. Well, actually, 2 of them are the ones that I'm looking forward to. One is a sequel to Godzilla Minus One, which was one of my favorite movies of last year. Still probably one of my absolute favorite Godzilla movies. If you guys have not seen Godzilla Minus One, by all means go watch it. It's an amazing movie. The other one is a sequel to Shin Godzilla, which is uh the original one that was headed up by Hideaki Anno. I hope that that one is also headed up by him. But damn, I am just hoping to God that movie takes off as well, because the original Shin Godzilla was also one of my favorite Godzilla movies of all time, and I hope that that one, as far as it goes, is just as good as the first. Let's see what else. What else? What else? Oh yeah, I think I mentioned this earlier, but Kamen Rider Omega dropped like the first 4 episodes on YouTube for free, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be limited time, but if you guys want to watch those two, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat so you guys can see them. Let me see here. Kamen Rider Omega. I'm gonna let you know right. Not Kamen Rider Omega. Ultraman Omega. There we go. Let's see here. Okay. Aha, here we go. This is posted on the official Ultraman thing on YouTube. If you guys go there right now, the first 4 episodes are free. You guys can get into Ultraman Omega and just, go forward from there. I'll say this right now, as far as Ultraman series, Omega is very, like, beginner friendly. You don't need to know too much about Ultraman to get into that one. And, like, the opening, like, 5 or 6 minutes are really cool. It's basically, like, a really big, all CGI cutscene, I would say, like a CGI fight scene, that is very reminiscent. It reminded me a lot of how Godzilla Final Wars did its CGI fight scenes, or the parts of its CGI fight scenes. And that I thought was pretty cool. So far, I'm liking Omega. I think that the main guy, the host for this one, is a little bit dopey, but I think he's cool. As far as the other stuff that's come out, oh yeah, Kamen Rider Zets. That's another one that's come out that actually got a preview a couple of days ago on I think it was on I think it was like on one of the Kamen Rider movies. He got a preview. He was in there, and we get to see the design for Kamen Rider Zets on there. As far as I know, he's the first Kamen Rider who wears his belt as a sash over his shoulder. It's pretty cool, man. Let's see here. I'm gonna see if I can drop a link to that one as well. Let's see here.
Okay.
Oh, you're back? Yay!
Yeah, I'm back.
Batsu's
Oh,
back.
wow, the volume went down all of a sudden. What the hell?
I did? Am I not speaking loud enough?
No, for me. Oh, Discord. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
no worries then. All right, let's see here. Are you cool right now? Nothing else? All right. I'm gonna take this.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Let's do this. Do you have the link ready?
Um. 1 second.
I'll send it to you again if you don't have it.
No, I got it. I got it. I can pull it up.
Okay, cool.
All right, let me just bump it up to 1080p.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right. Is everybody at 0-0 now?
Yes.
All right. So in this case, I'm gonna switch over to our movie stage so we can actually get ready. Hold on a minute. All right. Hold on. What was that? What was it? Here we go. All right. Cool. Yay. Oh wait, you guys are too big. Hold on a minute. Let me fix that. There we go. And then the other one. There we go. Sweet. Okay. And I'm just gonna do a little filtering here so that we can be silhouettes among the background with the others. Yay, and now my turn. Where's Sheko? Where am I? There we go. All right. If y'all are ready, I'm gonna start the timer. Let's give ourselves 5 seconds. You guys good?
Yeah.
All right. Then we shall start the watch along in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. The exchange. There's a big old Toho logo. Oh, just so everybody's aware, we're watching this on the YouTube streaming service. This movie is free on YouTube right now. I'm not sure if it'll ever, go back to not being free, but just making everybody aware of that. Japanese text. Kara Inc. There's Anno's production company. There's Ultraman. You're seeing everything. You're seeing everything correct, Batsu? We're all synced up.
Yep.
Oh, Shin Godzilla. What? That's not right. Shin Ultraman. Hey, doesn't that guy look a little familiar?
Yeah.
It's not Godzilla, it's Gomez. So I want to comment just real quickly on this opening crawl. This whole opening 3 minutes is actually like a big ol' like reference to another show by Subaraya that came before Ultraman called Ultra Q. That's all you need to know about it. Mm-hmm. And now back to the present.
You know, I can see the Anno. This is Anno down and down.
Do you think the JSDF gets like a grant every time they appear in a movie?
No, the film gets no, the way that it works for films is that like if you use the US military in your film, they will give you like free stuff or like they will let you use US military assets, but you got to make them look good. It's
Mm-hmm.
probably the same for the JSTF.
Fair enough. Granted, they always get their asses kicked in these movies, so
Well, the important thing is that they try their best.
they try their best. Gambate. Look at that guy. What would be the scariest thing in the universe if a kaiju was invisible like that, though? Hmm. Oh, he's sucking him dry. Oh, very much in the vein of Shin Godzilla, by the way. He uses a lot of classical scores from the original series for it as well. This one specifically is like the score that he uses whenever a monster appears in the original Ultraman. Though, unlike Shin Godzilla, the government actually is not that annoying in this one.
I think this one, this I think for Shin Ultraman, they embrace the camp because Shin Godzilla is way more of a political film.
Oh yeah, no, that's for sure. Just wait until
Because
we get to Shin Kamen Rider. You're gonna really see some camp in that one. Naranga. I love that the minister just names them because he likes the names.
sounds about right.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He said he.
this is very Evangelion
Uh-huh.
esque. Yeah, like the third angel.
Oh, just you haven't seen anything yet. Check it. Check. You're gonna see something very Evangelion in a moment. Oh. Was that a throwaway line just to justify nukes being used?
For some reason, kaiju only appear in Japan.
How would you know that?
That's funny.
I
It's a little
know.
too on the nose there.
I have no idea. Oh no, the children! That seems a little bit, good on him for doing that, but shouldn't you let the army men handle that?
Yeah, you should let a JSTF guy do it. I'm gonna assume that Kenji Kawai did the soundtrack.
Yes, he did. It's the same
Yeah.
team. It's the same team for all three movies.
He also for Shin Kamen Rider.
Yes, also for Shin Kamen Rider. Dude, Lotus Juice is in Shin Kamen Rider.
That is crazy.
I know.
Oh,
Oh, object approaching the atmosphere. Here we go.
oh.
Oh. Nope.
He just no sells it.
Uh-huh. Ultraman doesn't care. He's like, whatever, man. These shots are so cool, by the way, because they're recreated straight out of the TV show.
It's the low angle shots really help send give it a sense of scale.
Mm-hmm. Anno is a master at doing that, man.
Yeah, he is.
Mm. Yes, Spacium Beamu! Oh, the head turn. That's so iconic. Yep. Flies.
Let's go now, my people need me.
Pretty much. Target lost.
Oh, he lived.
Who'd have thunk? I'm surprised the kid lived considering.
I thought he took a rock to the back of his head.
He did.
Yeah.
that Ava music in the back again. Classic Anno. Kaiju like earthquakes in Japan. Yep. Pretty much. Look at the little figures in the background.
Yeah, I see him. Is that the Yamato? No, that's not the Yamato.
No, it's not a
No,
Yamato.
that's just the jet plane.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact, that plushie, that was never officially released. That's a limited edition thing, apparently.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Our crack team of geeks.
Oh, he has a Trek thing.
Of course he does. It didn't have a scratch. What?
He took a rock to the back of his head.
It's almost miraculous, you could say. Little brusque, but fair enough.
Damn.
Some teammates, huh? Ultraman tentative name. How very US of them. Damn, that's brutal. Oh boy. Oh no, something's happening in the background.
It's either nothing happens or something happens.
Uh-oh. All right, go time. They smack their asses like that. I don't understand why they do that in the movie. It's so weird.
Oops.
Express tunnel. Are you okay? Uh-oh. Nuclear waste facility.
I think. Well,
What were you saying?
no, I'm just saying, if a kaiju eats nuclear waste, you think it'd be a good thing?
Well, when they leak nuclear waste, I think that's the bad problem with the kaiju.
Yeah.
I will say something. In terms of CGI effects, I think this is a little bit weaker than Shin Godzilla, but they use angles better, in my opinion.
Yeah. If it was anyone other than Anno, I would say the editing feels a little frantic.
It is very much like that. Yes. I will say though, this is probably the most Anno of all the Shin trilogy, because Shin Godzilla was like the beginning of it. Shin Kamen Rider, thankfully, he eases up because it's more handled by his producer than it's handled by him.
Yeah, you can just feel Anno's hands backseat editing.
Yep, very much so. I remember this is his baby project. This is like his little dream project, man. He's like the biggest Ultraman fan. Oh, me too.
I hope what. Oh boy.
Fun fact: Yokota Air Base, same place where they got that B-2 that aimed right at Shin Godzilla. Damn. Oh, that's funny. He's... Uh-oh. They already gave it a name, Gabura. I wonder if he will. I still don't understand what the point of that is. There's the iconic red and silver. Oh, up we go. Another visual homage shot to the first episode Gabara appeared into. Oh, this is kind of silly, but also really cool. Yeah, that's friggin' flip sidekicks. so awesome. Oh, damn.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. And very much similar to that first monster that appeared too.
Okay, that's just Shin Godzilla's.
I know, isn't it? Oh, come at me, bro! He doesn't need to dodge. He's Ultraman. Oh,
Damn, one punch.
literally. Snapped its neck. Oh. Hmm. Hey, what happened while I was away? Mm-hmm. Man, it's so weird that this guy is just totally away whenever we need to speak about Ultraman, right? Hmm. Uh-oh. To censor that. Oh! Mm-mm. I love his little hat he's got. Okay. Makes sense.
Russian?
Oh. I mean, he's not really human, so he's a little bit like a dwarf, if you really want to say it. I'm glad we didn't completely get rid of the politics out of this. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe you should have pulled the trigger a little bit faster there.
I gotta use the restroom. Do you mind if you pause the movie quickly?
Yeah, I'll pause it. Give me this as a 1, 2, 3, and paused.
Yeah, I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Of course. I'm
All
gonna
right.
also pause the
Thanks.
timer here.
Yeah.
There we go. Bu-bu-bu-bu-bu. All right, all
Be
right.
right back.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm gonna actually set the timer to a specific number. Let's see here. Where are we on the movie? 38:56. Oh, we're ahead by a little bit. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna fix that right now, chat. Let's see here. Like, it doesn't let me fix it. Damn it. Okay. That is a little unfortunate. Well, know that the time on screen right now is 39:04. It should read 38:56 on the copy that I have. So if you're on 38:56, interpret that as like about 8 seconds ahead. That's okay. We'll wait for Batsu to come back. Uh, by the way, Yoshi, how are you enjoying the movie so far? I haven't heard you speak the entire time. I know you can't have voice, but like, in terms of like, any comments you want to make so far, man? Hmm. Hard to fall on my phone. Oh, I'm sorry. Well. let's try to. Well, I think okay. If you have any questions regarding, please let me know because I'm also trying to make sure that we're all on the same page for it. Excuse me. I was have to look over here work at lunch so I get lost easily. Oh man, I wish I hope the. I'm sorry the viewing experience is a little hectic for you right now, man. I hope that the next one we watch is not this stressful. Hmm. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. What else was I talking about before we started the movie? Oh yeah. I was talking about Tokusatsu earlier. Some things I want to clear up on behalf of Ultraman as well. I know I mentioned this earlier, but the original series that Ultraman derived from actually began in 1967. It was actually the second series Subaraya Productions actually made in their production house. With the first being a series called Ultra Q, which, for lack of a better word, is basically the Japanese version of the Twilight Zone. It's kind of funny in that way because it's an anthology series that essentially occurred uh back then to show specific scenarios that were both sci-fi and fantasy oriented, mostly sci-fi, usually involving alien invaders or crazy like sci-fi concepts like dimension hopping and stuff like that. And oftentimes the characters in the original Ultra Q were just people that were like caught up in the madness that occurring during the episodes. It was pretty crazy, man. I mean, kind of a high concept series at some points because you got into some really weird like episodes. Like for example, you had one where like it was basically a government conspiracy to shrink an entire town to as an experiment to increase human population with like housing, and basically to make by making everything smaller they just would add housing by making like the everybody inside of that whole district small. It's kind of crazy to think about some of these concepts they had on there. And then following the success of that original series, they made Ultraman as a means of both of this being a follow-up series because Super Raya wanted more money and also because they wanted to cash in on the idea of giant monsters and a superhero could fight giant monsters. This is also around the time that Godzilla's fighting King Kong in the original Godzilla vs Kong. This was right before the big Godzilla boom took off as well, when Godzilla became more child oriented around the 70s. It was very crazy. It was a very crazy time to be a Tokusatsu fan. That's definitely for sure. And more than anything else, it was one of those times where a lot of people who became invested in Tokusatsu uh had to look up to either Ultraman in terms of like in terms of these big concepts for superheroes and like giant monsters, or they could also look up to things like Godzilla to be more like in line with Tokusatsu that was more like science fiction and monster movies. I think that's gotta be a neat idea in terms of like how Tokusatsu eventually grew to become this large spanning concept in Japan. Let's see what else. Ultraman, the original Ultraman. Some of the monsters we've seen so far. The main ones, at least that are being featured in this series, Pagos, which is the last one that we see that the SSS crew took on. The what's it called? Gabora, which is the driller monster, and Naranga, which is the other monster that with the lightning strikes. Originally, those three monsters were part of a consecutive series of episodes in Ultraman in the original Ultraman series that coincided with like the middle portion of Ultraman, where they were introduced as like I guess you could say like gateway monsters to the final like last act of Ultraman, which included more alien invaders. specifically the one Naranga, that one had a really funny situation with its special effects where they had to simulate or they had to simulate the electricity powers using cords, and it was actually kind of funny how they did it. How like they essentially whipped a cord around uh inside of some of the shots, and they use like the what is that called? The After Effects thing where they had like they drew on the frames to show like the electricity coming out so that they would hide the cord. It's kind of a neat idea how they did that. And back to what I said earlier, like how a lot of the shots that we see in the movie are very much in line with the original show as well. They are directly homaging not only the original show in terms of how the shots are conveyed, but also like uh showing the ways of the shot composition, like for example how Ultraman turns his head around, how we're always looking at him from like a ground perspective from like the side of a mountain, how whenever you're seeing him with the monster and him are always either on opposite ends, usually to show both the scale but also like to show that polarizing dynamic of like both the superhero on one side and showing like the villain on the other side. In the same way, Gabora's scenes specifically are like the main points of that. And the one with Naranga was also a nice little way of showing that too. There's a lot of really sick homages that Hideaki Anno did with this movie that shows a lot of his love for Ultraman and really Tokusatsu in general. We're gonna talk about more of them later on, but like there's this is just the beginning. We still have about an hour and a half. We still have about an hour or so movie left. Also, in regards to this movie, I've seen it before. Um, that this movie is both a retelling of the Ultraman story for the first series, but also in a way, all sort of like a guided introduction to Ultraman as a concept for newer fans, as well as like as you have seen with like the amount of homages in this, uh, are also like it is like a fan directed movie, you could say, where you can see so many
Okay,
different.
I'm back.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, there we go. He's back! Yay! Okay, okay. Give me one moment to restart. Okay, you on there?
Yep.
What's your time right now?
38:58.
38:58. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna align myself. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, go
All right,
ahead.
three, two, one, and go. All right, here we go. Uh-oh, what's happening? Uh-oh. Why would Ultraman do this? Just gone. Uh-oh. They finally found his car. Oh. Boom. He was Ultraman all along. Mm, mm, beta capsule. Damn. Not really. Uh, he knew it would happen. Very smart. Very smart move. Can't track
Hmm.
digital if you can't do analog. Damn, but a power saw and everything. Fair enough. Okay.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Mm-hmm. Oh. No,
Oh
Asami!
shit.
Ultra jump scare. Oh, that's so cool. All right. Mirror fight.
Oh my god. The hell? What kind of?
No way she should have lived through that. It's okay though.
That, oh my!
He handled it. It's
I,
okay.
I know it's a serious moment, but that was just funny as
It
hell.
was. The effect could have been better for sure. You notice a little slight difference too, because his eyes are more angular. Mm-mm. Oh, that's so cool though.
Oh,
Oh, property damage. It's okay, kaiju fight. It happens.
Man, the insurance rates must be through the roof.
The jig is up, Zareb. What will you do now?
Insurance premiums must be really high in Japan.
No, Psycho Beam. Beam Clash. Ultra
Oh,
Slicer.
oh shit.
Yeah. It would have been really cool if we actually got to see Zareb explode, but we'll deal with that, I guess. Oh, very sad. Oh boy.
Oh, the government spooks.
The political fallout of superheroes and aliens showing up, am I right? Nani? Okay, if you thought the last shot was weird, this is gonna get weirder. Just let me forewarn you beforehand.
Boy. Okay, who let Nasu into the writing room?
Yeah, yeah, please don't attack our former colleague.
Reminds me of, like, I don't know. Who let Kinoku Nasu into the room? The giantess fetish is his.
Funnily enough, this also happened in the original Ultraman.
Hmm. Wasn't I thought Attack of the 50-foot woman was a nah.
That was before that, though, I will say.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably stay the hell away from that. Uh-oh. Oh boy. No.
Oh shit, he was dead the whole time.
Oh. All right, big reveal time. You ready? These are kind of old references. Boy, that's a scary thought. Oh no. Hmm. I don't know about you, but after what happened last time, would you really trust another alien that just appears in your room like this?
No.
Especially if he's smiling that much? Uh-oh. Mm. Oh man, that office is getting awfully lonely. Damn. Oh no. Sensitive content, sensitive content. That's the worst, man. Oh, speaking of devil. What a sense of humor he has. Ha 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 ha. Well, at least he's considerate in that.
He's funny. Oh,
Yes. That was actually a pretty cool visual, yes.
yeah. He had those like Zeruial ribbon hands thing going on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another Evangelion thing. People on swings.
Yeah.
Oh. That's unfortunate. Izakaya bar. Like the first and only time that mention gets mentioned, by the way. The Planet of Light. Mm-mm. Oh man. Ultraman's such a good guy. He believes in humanity. Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, is that the?
Is that what?
No, I was thinking that's the underground flood shelter or whatever it
I
is.
think so, yeah. No, it is, because of the
Mm.
pillars. Mm-hmm. Fun fact, they use that location in a lot of tokusatsu shows.
Uh-huh.
Oh man. God, that's another higher concept from Ultraman 2. Okay, this doesn't make sense to me. Because it exists in a dimensional space. How do you determine that from smell?
Yeah.
Oh. That's a little sus. She looks so visibly uncomfortable about it, too.
Really, given the whole alien things.
To make it more awkward.
Jesus Christ. Okay, in this scene, the
Oh no,
author's
please
barely
stop a little
disguised
bit.
fetish. In this tonight's episode, the author's barely
Nice
disguised fetish.
fetish. I still have no idea how the hell that's supposed to, like, find a dimensional space, honestly. I feel like that was just an excuse for Anno to get that scene through, honestly. Oh boy. National address. I wonder what's gonna happen. Uh-uh. Ultraman said nah. Oh, you know all about that, wouldn't you, Mephilos? Jeez, that was perfectly thrown.
That would have knocked the I'm sorry, that would have knocked the Chinook out of the sky.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, here we go. Decisive battle time. Let's fight in this energy plant.
They should fight in the quarry like responsible Toku.
No, we already had a Cory fight.
We had a nuclear waste facility fight.
Close enough. Ultra Cutter, nope. No sold. Alright, Ultraman, try something else. That's not working.
Oh shit.
Beam Clash! Oh, Nani? Hmm. Oh, everybody's getting court-martialed.
She's just like me for real, for real.
Just stress eating a whole, like, crap ton of, like, snacks. What? Oh, escalation. Okay. Why, indeed. No, Zombie, don't do that, man. Hmm. Well, we're at the end game.
The hell is that?
Do you like Dyson spheres?
Yeah.
Autonomous self-replicating system destruction device. Translated out of Japanese roughly as Zeton. I love that it forms itself kind of like a 3D printed object too. Mm-hmm. Damn. I mean, fair, but damn. Mm-hmm. Don't you just love government red tape over superheroes? Mutually assured destruction. About the same as a supernova. Really putting your eggs in one basket, aren't we? Aww.
Evangelion ass looking motherfucker.
Very much so. This is another monster got an alter design for this movie. Hmm. Very Yoda-esque. Smacked him this time. Alright, Ultraman, do the thing. Boy, doesn't that give a sense of scale. Nope. Spacium does nothing. Trick Cutter does nothing. It's not working. That is like the only time we ever see him use the Ultra Barrier too. Damn. Ultraman.
Superman vibes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think that's Superman vibes. Just wait until a little bit happens. Zoffy, why you gotta be like this, man? Uh, you have to try. Yep. Yep. It's Jover. Oh, God. Alright, are you ready for another Eva shot?
Yeah.
Man, the only thing that would make this more Eva-esque if it like if you could like see like the frames like dropping a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh man. That shit's so sad though, man. No, don't go full doomer. Never go full doomer. Don't do that.
Oh man, good English.
The freaking PlayStation VR.
Oh, I see you see like a VR chat conference, but
It's just really funny that he's using a Sony product for it for my.
Sony probably paid them like they probably paid for the catering or the crafting so they could product placement the headset in there.
I fully believe that. All right, team, let's science away.
Oh, QB, I saw
Just
QB
saw
in there.
QB. Yeah, I saw QB too. Get it? It's because Anno is really good friends with oh god, what's his name again?
Urobuchi.
Hirobuchi. There we go. Yeah, believe in humanity. Oh yeah. They never really specify when Zentham was gonna fire, so yeah. Sooner than expected, it seems. The 1 in 1,000 chance, basically. Mm-hmm. It's not your choice at the end of the day. Yeah! The Rise sequence recreation, that's so cool.
AT field penetrating S type attack.
Oh! Timer's still going. Do you like Event Horizons?
Hmm?
Oh my god. Yay, humanity lives. This scene is gonna be so trippy. Hold on to your seats.
It's what you do all day.
Hold on.
Oh God. Uh, oh man.
I was gonna say that almost looked like a congratulations right there.
That's kind of what the homage to it was, yeah. Oh yeah. So very abrupt ending, but that was Shin Ultraman. Whew. Not gonna lie. This is probably my favorite out of the Shin trilogy. I think I like it a bit more than Shin Godzilla, but that's a personal thing. What did you think about this one?
I think I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. I think I'll need to think of I still need to digest it for a while, but I think definitely solid 8, 9 out of 10. I think I had a few issues towards the middle with the pacing, but other than that, good film. Good film.
I will.
I still need
Go
I
ahead.
still need to watch Shin Kamen Rider though.
Okay. Let's see. Yoshi not doing this again unless the English dub had to look away multiple times. I can't give a proper judgment. Damn it. I'm so sorry about that. I know that the situation with you is a little bit different. I don't know if
It
I
also
tell you what.
it
I'll
also
give
does
you a link to the English dub so you can watch it on there while we watch the regular one. But we'll still go with it either way. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that my one gripe is that with the subtitles, they weren't like they're hard burned into the film, they're hard burned into the video, but they're not like outlined. So there were times really different. So like right now with the credits, because the credits are white and the subtitles are also white,
Uh-huh.
it's just a pain in the keister.
I can understand that. And unfortunately, I think that's because how you said like they're hardwired into the actual movie. Because the subtitles are white, it makes it really difficult to look at in some of the scenes, especially because the lot of white is used in this movie. A lot of shots in this are very light. Uh, in terms of like pacing though, what was the big issue for you on this one? Like, was it just like an issue with with some of the human scenes in the middle, or what was it?
I felt like the two aliens, the first guy who could manipulate data, and then the second guy. I felt like the first guy was kind of a throwaway villain. I wanted to see more Ultraman fighting kaiju's before. I think if you replace that the alien if you replace the hypnosis alien with like another kaiju, I think that would have been fine.
Oh,
And then
you mean Mephiles or Zarab? Are you talking about like the first one?
Zara, the first alien, yeah.
Okay, I can understand that.
I would be I would so like so again with nothing wrong with the nuclear attack scene, the bunker attack scene, that's fine, but then add another kaiju and then have it revealed that Shinji is the motherfucker. He named his main character Shinji.
Some things never die. Some things never die with Anno, am I right?
You can't keep getting away with it.
Sorry, keep going, keep going.
He can't keep getting away with it, but no. You put in another kaiju fight, have it revealed that Shinji is Ultraman, and then yeah. Have another kaiju fight, maybe a little more collateral damage, so it shows oh crap. And then have it if they show more collateral damage in that fight, and then have it reveal that Shinji's like, oh hey, humans can transform into giant humans, and then that's when Mephiles comes in,
Mm,
I wanted one more kaiju fight. The middle guy felt a bit like a throwaway villain,
I think that the
or
only.
you just.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Because I do think that it's critical that Shinji needs to be revealed as Ultraman because they need to know that a human can control, and that's what Mephilos was angling on to sell the beta canister or whatever it was. But yeah, that's just my one gripe. I want another kaiju fight.
Fair enough. I will actually kind of agree with you. Mainly because I think that Anno did want to include more kaiju fights through it, which is why we had that little initial like 6 or 7 kaiju at the beginning with to show off the attack team. Uh, it speaks to me of he had a vision to do it. It's just that the studio didn't give him enough money to complete everything. That's what it kind of felt like to me as well. Granted, it's still a really good vision of what he achieved, though, personally, because as an Ultraman fan, this is basically like the closest you will get to like a recreation of Ultraman, from a series to a movie. At least from a perspective of a longtime fan. Though I definitely agree with that idea. I think the idea with Zerub is that he gets introduced and he's supposed to be a so he's supposed to be the introduction for like the series or like for the introduction for the movie for it being an alien, for it being like additional aliens beyond just Ultraman. Because in the original series, Zerub was also the evil Ultraman. He also had the illusion creating powers in the original show, and from there he essentially has become this guy's like a recurring villain throughout the series. By the way, he appears in multiple series. Same thing with Zeton. Same thing with Mephilos. In different iterations, but I do understand what you mean.
Yeah,
As far as anything else though with the movie goes, comparing this to Shin Godzilla, what are your thoughts about that?
I think um I liked it when people were yapping in Shin Godzilla. People thought that was, people didn't like the yapping, the government. I liked the government yapping.
I see.
Cause like when you want to include politics in a movie, it's really hard to get it organic without, because I think they didn't want to get political in the movie as they wanted, as much as Anna wanted to show the political process. Let me put it that way.
Yep.
He's really good at showing the political process as opposed to making a political movie.
You mean like political commentary as
Yeah,
compared
political. Yeah. Like he's trying to tell you, okay, look, I'm not advocating for one thing of the government or other, but I'm just saying, like, this isn't. This is like if it was released in America, like I don't know, it just feels like it feels like a bipartisan movie where everyone can agree. Oh, okay, government. This is the problem with having too much government bureaucracy or red tape. But and again, I would say I like Shin Godzilla a little bit more than this one, just because of the I would like just like very small, like a point, like by a factor of one.
it feels like there's a bit more of like Anno's vision with Shin Godzilla was that he had a statement to make regarding the issues with government red tape overreaching everything, especially in Japan.
Yeah, and
Whereas,
this one, yeah. So I think it just hits harder there. Whereas this Ultraman, I think this one, nothing wrong with it. It's a love letter to Ultraman.
yeah,
So, and
that's
again, there's nothing wrong with that. Shin just feels a lot more punchier because it's a Godzilla film. It's a it's a Godzilla film disguise that's used to convey political commentary.
fair enough. I think that's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
a really, really good point to make about that. And you actually nailed it spot on about that situation with Shin Ultraman. Anno is very much created this movie after he essentially got a lot of money from Shin Godzilla's like box office in Japan, and he did it as both like this is a passion project. This is definitely one of those passion
Yeah.
project movies for sure. As I stated before, Anno is a gigantic fan of Ultraman. He was one of those kids who grew up on this series, and he wanted to give it his own retelling. Like, there's that one fan film that Anno actually stars in. I'll try to see if I can link it in chat at some point. But it's a fan film that Anno was actually a part of back when he was in college that he made with his friends about Ultraman. And this is, I feel, is like his like the fully realized version of what he wanted to create back then. As far as other movies that have come by for Tokusatsu, though, what would you say this goes on a scale to?
I would say I would give this a, I'd give this a solid, 8.5.
Okay, that's a fair score, I think. Um,
Yeah.
I know
I
that.
need,
Go ahead.
no, again, I need to watch Shin. I just need to watch Shin Kamen Rider.
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna get to that one. We're gonna get to that one soon. We will get to that one, and boy, if you think that this movie was a little bit was a little camp, get ready for the full 9 yards in Shin Kamen Rider, because that one's whoo boy, that one's a doozy. um, Yoshi, I know that you were having issues throughout all this, but I just want to ask you, from the points you could follow, what could you say about the movie though? From the points that you could follow, I mean. I know that it was a little difficult to follow everything along because you're like looking through this and also like at your hero work right now. So let me know. Anything else you want to say about it? From what you could glean. I'm also like flashing up there like the other Ultra Kaiju that were featured here. Their original forms. Zerub is up there if you guys can see it. I'm gonna show Mephilos as well. The original Ultraman's version of Mephilos. He was like kind of fat in the original one. He looks kind of funny. Let's see here. Where is he? It's impossible to tell since the plot kept jumping. The kaiju fights were cool though. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Got lost in the first third. Oh, damn. Alright then. From now on, I will provide you with the English dub version of the movie so you can watch them, okay? That way we will not be jumping in between like that. Well, anything else you want to say for this before we take our leave for our first YouTube live stream?
Uh, um, no, I got nothing to say. I enjoyed the film. I need to think. Again, I need to think about it. I need to think about it some more. But like the Prime Minister said, I'm considering this movie very favorably.
Fair enough.
But yeah. Again, yeah. I just need to get Shin Godzilla off my list. I'm not gonna. No, Kamen Rider. I need to watch Shin Kamen Rider, and then I'll have a more informed opinion. And I'll have to. I think I saw like. Are there the only other Toku movie that I know? Again, Shin Kamen Rider, because like, Tokus are more like TV shows. You don't really get like movies.
Well, Tokusatsu actually began as movies because if you remember correctly, Tokusatsu began with 1954's Godzilla.
I don't count that as a Toku. I mean, yeah, it's a Toku movie, but I put that in like a kaiju. That's its own subcategory, kaiju film.
Fair, but then again, I will say it is encompassed by the larger Toku spectrum. In the way that
Right.
Tokusatsu films can be mass heroes, they can be kaiju's, they can even just be hard sci-fi like what Atragon or the original Ultra Q was. If you ever heard of those. Oh man, I have so many Tokusatsu movies to show you guys. Don't you worry, we're gonna be here for a while. But we'll begin with this one, Shin Ultraman, because it's one of my personal favorites. And for the next one, I will be more than happy to provide you for Shin Kamen Rider. By the way, if you guys want to see more Tokusatsu on YouTube, I believe for the rest of the summer, the I believe the initial 8 seasons of Ultraman are actually available for free on YouTube. Same thing with the original Actually, no, like 7 or 6 Kamen Rider series, including Kamen Rider 01, are also available for free on YouTube if you guys ever want to check those out. Because, oh boy, that's another can of worms you guys can get into at some point. More than happy to introduce my friends to those for sure. But, for now, we will leave off on this. We're gonna be watching a lot more Toku movies, that's for sure. So stay tuned, YouTube. We got a whole lot more to show you, and I got a whole lot more to show my friends on this end. That's for sure. Alright. Anything else you want to say before we log off, friends?
Brush your teeth. Make sure you're not growing any weird things on your body, and wear bug spray when you go out to work in your garden. Oh, one more thing. If you guys live on the eastern seaboard, those lantern flies, kill them. They are an invasive species, and I'm running myself ragged out there on these streets trying to... Look, man, there's only so many lantern flies that I can eat. Come on, you gotta help me out here.
Damn, okay, said like a true Batman. Alright, anyways, by all means, exterminate all lantern flies. You heard it right here, folks. But for tonight, we will be calling it for our first YouTube stream and first watch along with Batsu and our with Shako and his hero friends. Have a good night, everybody, and remember that a hero and heroes always have your number. Good night.
Night.